Define your genetic structure. Encode your DNA. Define your genetic structure. Encode your DNA. Define your genetic structure. Encode your DNA. Define your genetic structure. Choose a genetic resilience. Choose your fur style. Pick your main color. Choose your detail color. Pick your main color. Choose your detail color. Pick a class. Commando, Deadeye, Commando, Psy-Freak, Saboteur, Saboteur, Sentinel, Saboteur, Commando, Deadeye, Commando, Deadeye, Saboteur, Commando, Deadeye, Sight, Saboteur, Deadeye, Commando, Deadeye, Deadeye chosen. Sounds good. Here's somebody with a troubled past, drawn into the spotlight of a story that's already begun. We're already at a crossroads. Choosing a path in life is that fork in the road where you make a choice or simply stop living. But for you, it's not only a crossroad, but a choice. A reflection of your key, the primal energy that flows through everything.
Let me introduce myself. I'm the light and bright side of you, or your inner voice to be precise. An echo of balance and consequence of your actions as you move forward.
Seems more like you're being light-headed if you ask me, but you'll come around, eventually.
But what comes around goes all the way back around. So, it's better to stick to your instincts. You can't fight what's in your nature.
In your nature, and here I was hoping we'd be all about natural selection, survival of the strongest, and so forth. If that's not instinct, then I don't know what is.
Natural selection is all about evolution and progress, and as soon as there's enough light, darkness will disappear.
Right is always right. Stories of death and the bodies left behind, a reminder that we're at the mercy of nature and the one that preys on others. Do you remember the beast that shattered your family, or did you choose to forget? You turned your back on our world and got lost in your own. Meanwhile, the predator only grew stronger. Better make a run for it. This is not the time nor place to end this story. This time, it was best to run and live to fight another day. Let us hope you're ready for it when it comes. The predator isn't the only threat. The wildlife started to mutate when the end of days began, and the tree of life started to die. Someone's going to get hurt. The oil sludges everywhere. To most, it only means death, but some have adapted to the new environment and changed with it. Evolution has its ways. Wham! You should be able to use that. One down.
Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now? There we go, I think I got it fixed. Sorry about that, man. I have no idea why it defaulted to mute on the broadcast, but not on the microphone or anything else. So now let me fix it, because I think I've got the microphone being used as the controller. Let me just make sure you can still hear me. Testing, 1, 2, 3, testing. Let me just make sure you can still hear me. Testing, 1, 2, 3, testing. Alright. And thanks for letting me know, man. Alright. Yeah, if the audio goes out or something, just let me know. Thanks for letting me know, man. Alright, I want the ranged combat. Let's do guns. And circle square 2. Or I could save up a point so that I can get that sooner. Now let's just do circle square 2. Alright. Yeah, this is my first time streaming with audio and video in a long time. So kind of really want to get back into it.
Look, an emergency box from the once was. A rare sight. That pipe looks weak. The claw bar should come in handy. Whoa! It's time to find a way out of this place. No, really, I mean it.
Rabbit sleep. Double jump.
The morks produce biomatter in their multi-organ that they shed under distress. Blobs that affect the cellular coding strands of any living being when absorbed.
Special attacks.
Including you.
What was that? Circle, square? The circle, square, R2 or something like that. I'm trying to do that crane dance thing. I just... Oh, there we go. Okay, so we're gonna go into the mutations part. Where's mutations? No, looks interesting. Side powers, I don't have those. Ooh, spending points to get more resistances. I think I'll save my mutations so I know which area I go to first. I might want to put some more resistance in that. Kind of save it so I know what I'm gonna be doing. Or until I know what I'm gonna be doing. I don't know why I push square all the time.
Toxanol built vessels called arks to save themselves from the impending doom. But was it too late? It is only from the flight logs of the single ark they left behind that we know other arks traveled through the sky and beyond. It seems those that came before us never lost hope in finding a new home for their kind.
Puzzles. Okay. Rotate. Okay, so these are the nodes. I want to get them. So what's the objective? So there. Oh, okay. That was easy.
There are few records of the chain of events that led to the big apocalypse eons ago, but it's clear the world wasn't prepared for how recklessly the Toxanol Corporation would make its mark on the world. Their rare earth mining and nuclear industries generated tons of waste, and without consideration for the future, they dumped it all in landfills until they ran out of space. That's when they made the big mistake. They began dumping the toxic waste in the surf just off the coast instead, assuming that it would sink and decay with time. And they were right. But no one was prepared for what was about to unfold. Once in the surf, the radiation interfered with the genetics of the wildlife and created bizarre mutations in their offspring. It had an inconceivable impact on biodiversity and the entire ecosystem. The world as they knew it crumbled as nature retaliated. It would never be the same again, and what remained of it became ours. The sound of spark metal going pew-pew is never a good thing. It's coming from behind that door. A warning label. The box looks like a potential brain melt. It's going to take a bit of puzzling to short-circuit the door.
Okay.
There you go.
Puzzles don't seem too hard for now. I do like that the amount of moves you get is controlled by your intellect. Or determined by your intellect, I should say. Stun them.
The wheeled one is outnumbered. You'd better help him out. That's the last of them. Let's talk to the wheeled one before backup arrives.
The wheeled one.
Sure useful.
Make sure we get everything. I wonder if I can climb up there. Nope.
He wants to thank you for taking his side against the scavengers. He sounds familiar. You just can't figure out why. He presents himself as out of date. He knows he's way overdue, but he hasn't given up. He doesn't seem surprised that you don't recognize him. You were just a child back then, the night everything changed. There have been rumors of a one-eyed Ronin seen outside the Great Wall, and he's happy to see it's true. The legend of the one-eyed child that grew up as an outcast is old and sad. The child could have been anyone, but the evil it had fled had left a mark, a facial scar to remember the past. It's a scar you're covering under that eye patch, isn't it? But he would have recognized you anyways. You look exactly like your Muma. There's no doubt you're the child, and that what Lupa Lupin did to your village, your Muma and Popsy, was the beginning of the end. He says it has taken you a long time to bring the past back up to the present, to find your way back, but he's grateful you have. It was after the attack that the unity fell apart.
I am liking the game.
Muma's disciples divided and formed tribes as a reaction to the blight that had fallen upon the land.
Yeah, I like the game. So far, I mean, I'm still in the tutorial, so it's kind of hard to say. Kind of wish that there was a hard lock on, though, but that I'll get used to.
The impending threat of the World Eaters bringing down the Tree of Life is ever so close. He also worries about the Jagni tribe that's actively working for a doomsday and purging of the world. Had it not been for the Tree of Life, no one would have survived. He hopes you at least remember the tree.
Yeah, I picked it up. I mean, I looked at reviews before I picked it up, and they're pretty mixed. I like open world stuff, and this looked fun, so I decided to go through and pick it up. Oh look, I got both my eyes. I'm a little baby. It's so cool that when you run, it goes into a four-legged stance. Oh, tunnel snakes.
Asks if you were tired, as it's a bit of a hike here from the village. He wonders if your Mooma knows you are here.
Yeah, it kind of does look like Elvis, man.
You're such a good child, so you probably did. Even the young forget.
I was thinking the tunnel snakes from Fallout.
He understands why you came all the way out here, to see them, the potato people. The potato people, or Nono, are a wonder, somehow interlinked with this little tree here fueling its source of life.
Potato people's better.
You might be right. Like potatoes, they're packed with energy, an excellent source of ki.
He even
Nono
talks like
prefer
Elvis.
to hide in glitter grass. He says you should get over there and ruffle it. See if you can make one come out of hiding.
Yeah, that's pretty funny. Too bad they don't speak in English. They all speak in whatever animal language, because once I finish the quest, I want to hear him say, thank you very much. There is only a PS4 version of the game at the moment, but I'm playing it on the PS5.
You found one. You should be proud. They don't come out for everyone. The Nono's ki energy is just what the Pensai needs to
But I
complete its
am on the
cycle
PS5.
and grow into a tree of life.
You like your PS5? I'm enjoying
Only
the
time will
PS5.
tell. At least his intention is to dedicate his life to it. He has the feeling the fate of the world depends on it. You'll need to support the tree for a long time to come. The only way it'll grow tall is with the burst of ki released from the Nono as they become one with the tree. You'll need a net to catch the Nono, and he wants you to use his, but asks you to be gentle.
It doesn't make
The
too much of a
Nono are
difference from the
sensitive
PS4 version
beings,
to
an
the
embodiment
PS5,
of
but
ki, the primal energy.
this game's not all about like super realism, so not too worried about it. Anyway, what do you play on the PS5? What are your go-to games?
You handle that net like you've never done anything else. He's impressed. He's grateful for all the help he can get. There's lots of Nono out there that need to be guided to the roots of the Pensai tree. Oh, it'll need a continuous flux of ki over the 12 months to come, so countless, he'd say. One day, he hopes the tree will have grown tall enough to sustain the world. But today, your focus is getting this one to become one with the tree.
Alright. How do we get out of here? Did it show a trophy? Did I get a trophy? I wasn't even paying attention. Let me see. No, I didn't get any trophies. It's on the PlayStation's thing, like, are you talking about, like, the chat at the bottom? On the bottom right, the chat comes in. It's one of the settings you can have the chat show up. I'm not sure, well, if I have it set up to show trophies or not. I know on the PS4, whenever you would get trophies, it would, like, gray out the top. But we'll see. We'll see if I get a trophy, it'll show it or not. I think it'd be cool to show what trophies you get, unless it's like a hidden trophy. At least show that you got a trophy.
Now that you've seen the Nono's connection
You get my
with
hair
the
like
tree
that.
with your own eyes, you have no reason to doubt. From this day on, he'll make nurturing the Pensai into a tree of life, a life goal, not only for our village's sake, but for all of us, everyone. One day, the land won't be as peaceful. Not even your Muma will be able to protect us. You can already see the effects from how reckless those before us acted, and unless something changes, we're doomed. The land won't survive the side effects of the old world's industrial advances. He says you'd better hurry back to the village before your Muma comes looking for you. You did good here today.
Yeah, I shouldn't make my Muma worry. Go back to my Muma.
No, she's got lots on her mind and needs rest after the raid last night on the Lupin camp with her disciples. Wonders if
Thanks,
they
man.
let the Predator family
I appreciate
live or
that. And that's where the guy should be. Thank you very much.
We lost you there for a while, but no memory is alone. It's part of a trail you can follow. He says he remembers every single day he devoted to growing the Tree of Life, but now he's afraid it might be in vain. The tree started to die when the end of days begun, and it wasn't long after that that the World Eaters arrived.
So this guy in the wheelchair is the Elvis dude.
After the apocalypse, the Toxinol Corporation inflicted on the land set the World Eater's DNA into overdrive. His friend Gizmo is working on a Mekton and needs help defeating the Jumbo Puff at the end of the West Route. Wiz is still repairing his octopod to confront the Merc Puff that dwells deep down under the surface at the end of the Northwest Route. Noko has tamed the Midget and is preparing to take on the Hoof Puff at the end of the East Route. Finally, Goop is almost done with the Googlide, a machine able to ride the waves of the surf all the way out to the Porky Puff at the end of the route to the southeast. Out of Date says his friends are gearing up to stop the World Eaters. There's one at the end of each route. The road ahead won't be easy, but he's counting on your support. His friends aren't strong enough to end this on their own. He wants you to understand that you'll all die if the tree isn't saved.
Gotta defeat the world eaters.
His friends have prepared something specific for each world eater. The Mekton, the Octopod, the Majute, and the Googlide are almost ready to ride. Regardless, you'll meet again once you've played your part in the tribe war and the situation with the world eaters.
Oh, excuse me. Oh, the net.
You're getting the hang of it. Quickest way out is through the roof where they came in, and the rope looks strong enough to climb.
Oh, so I can climb it, I just couldn't climb it then.
Know
It is a
the
very
tree of
beautiful
life
world.
is dying. Its days are numbered. Without help, it can't endure the environmental change and assault from the world eaters.
Oh, yeah, I just got a trophy. Let's see what it shows. Yeah, so it just blacked it out at the top. I'll have to look into seeing if it'll show the trophies at the top. 33.
A signpost maps it out for the cartographically challenged.
Yeah, they must block it because there's a lot of trophies that are hidden, so they don't want people to see. They want it to be like a special surprise. I don't know. There might be a way to unblock it though.
Let's see.
Nice, man. Close in age. Probably like a lot of the same games. Grew up playing a lot of the same games.
Let's see.
Alright. These games I get so lost, I just want to start exploring and I end up not doing the main story. Hey, welcome to the stream.
That must be the world eater that chewed off Out-of-Date's leg. You'll need a hat trick to bring that down. The world eaters have made their marks on our world over time. That's not the first nor the last village it'll leave in its wake. Look, a survivor. Glad to see someone made it out alive.
Oh, man.
He's heard the stories about the terror inflicted by the world eaters to other enclaves, but never expected one to come all the way here. He worries there won't be much left to save if this continues, even if the Tree of Life survives the attack. He doesn't know what your connection is to this place, but something tells him you've stayed true to your heart.
Alright, let's see here. Sorry. A little distracted. 9 points you can use.
Anyway, he needs help and says it's by your actions you'll be judged, not by your intentions.
I'll always help out.
He's grateful for that. You still seem to have a spark of light in you.
Ah! That's a spark of light in you!
What's there to like about light? It hurts to look at.
Not as much as it hurts to look at you.
Always making this personal.
And you're always trying to pretend it's not.
Let's see.
There's out of date again. He must have missed something important. Out of date says you will make a better stand against the World Eaters with the support of a tribe, and there are 2 nearby. The Myriad tribe is likely to be a good match as they act on the understanding of the greater good and have a code of honor. Regardless of who you choose, it won't be easy, as the conflict between the tribes is worse than ever, teetering on the brink of war. The Myriad's conviction to stop the World Eaters began when the Leviathans rose from the depths of the surf. Siding with the Myriad's movement for wholeness in a fragmented world might seem like the logical thing to do, but is it the right thing? One thing's certain, though. Destiny arrives all the same. The Jagni tribe only ever had one conviction: to bring balance to the world by wiping out the weak. They believe a cleansing is necessary to restore the world and want to let the World Eaters bring down the Tree of Life. But siding with Jagni isn't necessarily a bad thing. Fate will find a way. Out of date says someone needs to break the stalemate and shift the balance of power to either Jagni's or Myriad's side. He believes the tribe Sifus, Myriad especially, will listen to you and expects you to pay at least one of them a visit and play your part. He can sense you share Myriad's view on the world. The Myriad would embrace someone willing to fight against the tyranny of the Jagni. Out of date will be waiting for you beneath the Tree of Life if you lose track of what you need to do. Regardless, you'll meet again once you've played your part in the tribe war and the situation with the World Eaters.
Alright, sorry. Let's see, start a quest shown in the journal. Okay, let's see the journal. Do we have any side quests? No quests. Let's see. Do that. Hey, welcome to the channel, all that are watching. Alright, so let's mark that one.
Another fork in the road. It's either the tunnel or the motor bridge. What'll it be?
Let's go to the tunnel.
It's unusual that natural tunnels like this still exist. Most of them got flooded.
I wonder if my guy can swim. Nope. Not very well. Why are they fighting? They're not attacking me. Don't want them to fight though.
This area was beautiful before the tribe war began. Look at it now. It's a war zone.
Trenches. So another little door over here. Nothing. Fall damage. Let's see. Nope. Doesn't seem like it. Y'all, welcome to the stream.
That's the Myriad Tribe's fortress. Will they be friends or foe? You should head up there. That way you'll know.
Even another signpost. He pees on it. It's so weird.
Let's see.
That's funny.
It's a beaten path to that door. If you go there, you'd better make an entrance. Says they're wary of strangers. They're at war. Understands you have things to do. Says they're cautious of non-allies. He let you in, but thinks you should be patient when it comes to the seafood.
Lapanen aginkanman. Keratna fal hutut mustugai lavute.
The Myriad tribe act on understanding of the greater good and the code of honor. They believe uniting the tribes is the only way to restore the peace. The Sifu is convinced that defeating the World Eaters and saving the Tree of Life is the only way to make the world a better place. He welcomes you to the Myriad Fort and introduces himself as the tribe's Sifu. But he was hoping you'd show up. The news of a vigilante Ronin on crusade crossing the Great Wall through the crack in Bunker 101 has preceded you. He heard you took out-of-date side against the scavengers in Bunker 101. It seems you believe in helping your next, and that's something you have in common. He's convinced you've returned for a reason, and is glad you chose to come here. There's something about your spirit that sparks memories of you as a kidling. He can still sense you're kind-hearted. The Sifu says sometimes one memory can make another come to life. He hasn't thought about your Muma for ages, even though she taught him a lot. He was one of the original Wang Fu disciples. Your Muma invented Wang Fu. Originally, it consisted of unarmed combat and the 6 weapons: the boomerang, the shuriken, the bow, the staff, the nunchuk, and the hook and chain. The Sifu says it's time to set the past aside, at least for now. Unrest is sweeping the land, and there are rivals in all directions. Myriad wants unity between the tribes. Their goal is understanding of the greater good and establishing a code of honor. If you believe there's some good in everyone, there's still hope for tomorrow. You'll unite the tribes and defeat the World Eaters to save the Tree of Life.
Yes, let's unite
He
the
was
tribes.
hoping you'd join them. You understand that there's no harm in doing good to others. The Sifu was waiting for something to tip the balance in their favor, and with you by their side, he's confident you can unite the other tribes. The one you should coerce first is the Jagni tribe. The Jagni tribe may believe that fear and hatred will lead them to domination. A vanquisition of the tribes and destruction of the Tree of Life won't be the restart they want. It's just an end to everything.
I'm gonna kind of fix the camera here.
Their kin have run out of options and found themselves backed into a corner. Even those who desire peace have been forced to prepare for war. They might bring them war, but they'll never take away their inner peace. He wants you to focus. These are the new rival outposts your tribe needs to take control of. He says you'll regret not being on their side. The only way you'll learn their secrets, Wung Fu and the tribe weapon now, is if you defeat him. And that will never happen. You both have gentle minds, so they want to wage a gentle war. A war that bonds as much as it breaks. Tells you not to be afraid. Your fate cannot be taken from you. Claim the rival outposts and earn the right to wield the tribe weapon. Once you've dealt with the rivals' outposts, you'll challenge their Sifu to unite their tribe with yours and let your kin share land again. They passed the point of no return as their words lost power and see no other way forward than using violence to combat violence. Seeing you brings back his memories of the old village.
Ala banglif. Yara full of vasne habale.
Myriad wants unity between the tribes. Their goal is understanding of the greater good and establishing a code of honor.
Plats. Ra la wute.
He remembers your kind and unselfish soul and can sense you still have it in you, the will to do good.
Polo sekada putu.
Anyway, the memories you make with your family are strong and can sometimes come to life. Passing the old village on your way to the first rival outpost might help.
Porote nat.
He can't blame you for not remembering, but he can sense the stillness of something lost. Says it's quiet around here, just the way they like it. Says you'll meet again.
Okay. Oh, man. I'm yawning like crazy. Thanks, man. Thanks for stopping by. Oh, can't swim. So sad. Hmm.
It's a bridge. Just get over it. They've destroyed this area, muddied up what used to be muck, as if it wasn't bad enough before the tribe war began.
Nothing. Gotta be something in these trenches. I do want to figure out how how to craft or attach items to my gear. With this, I've got it equipped. Oh, here we go. Add-on slots. Does it have any add-on slots? Maybe it doesn't.
That's the Jagni tribe's fort. Their friendship can be a blessing or a curse. It's up to you. You're either a part of their solution to the tribe war, or part of the problem.
Yo, let's go pee on the sign.
Let's see.
It's supposed to have to be right there. Pass through the cave. Alright, let's go back here.
Let's see.
And we will... Let's travel here. My childhood village.
Better beware, that's a mump up ahead. They were hit hard by evolution, the wonky ones especially, deformed and unfurred. Right between the eyes.
This guy's strong. Got to do the crane dance. Oh, my sword's really strong.
You might want to fall back.
Don't fall back. There we go. I swear I pushed the circle to dodge that stuff. Apparently not soon enough. Just jump out of the way. There you go.
Hey, nice shot.
There we go. Alright. Don't fall back. Level up. Alright. Where should I put this point? It's your guys' choice. Someone respond, please. Anybody? Probably put it in vitality. Or put it in luck. Luck is always good to have. Be a lucky person. I'm just gonna put it in my lowest stat, which is luck. Kinda wanna find better gear and stuff. Hey, that's what I'll do, is I'll always put my level up stat in the lowest one. Kinda keep me doing different things. Or else I'm one of those people that I'll just focus all on one stat.
That
Do
ain't
that.
bad.
That ain't bad. Let's see. Let's see what Deada's got. Yeah. Did want that. Let's see mutations. Excuse me. Is there a star somewhere? He's naked. He's naked. Alright, it's saving now. Might actually go to bed, you guys. I'm pretty tired. Thanks for watching. Have a good night.